And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Did you ever see the video of Huey singing with the Michael Jackson thing, "We Are the World"?
Yeah. You told me about it. Actually, I didn't see it.
Dude, you got to pull it up. Michael Jackson hating how untalented Huey Lewis is. He can't hit a fucking note, and you should see Michael Jackson's passion.
He's like, "What do you have, balls? What are you singing like that for?"
His passive-aggressive looks.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking, they're the best. I mean, and he literally jumps at one point. He's like, yeah, that stupid, raspy Huey Lewis voice. Yeah. He can't hit it.
We are the world.
Yeah, dude, he has to hit that one. What's that one note he has to hit? What's the one note he has to... Oh, there it is, right there in the middle. Oh, this is so funny. This is on YouTube. Is that the actual one?
This is his part.
No, you got to look at the one. Go back. Click the one in the middle, the MJ, right there. Okay, so it's just a short. Yeah, and he's trying to teach him how to do it.
No volume?
See, they pumping him up. Now watch.
But if you just believe, there's no way we can fall. Well,
He's like, hey.
But if you just believe, there's no way we can fall.
Oh, they're all like, good job, Huey.
But if you just
There's a longer one where he just keeps going. Hey, that's not the one. There's another one. Every time he does a part, you see Michael Jackson is looking in the background through his glasses like, this
guy's not getting it.
Motherfucker's ruining my song. It's so funny.
Best part of that song is Cyndi Lauper. Comes up right after that.
Wow, watch it rain. You think?
Yeah.
You really love
Do it
that
right there.
chick.
Do it her recording the... Go up.
I think she kind of
right
ruins
right
it.
there. Cyndi Lauper.
I think she
solo.
ruins it too, Lou. I'm with you. Ooh, thanks for giving me the heat on that one.
I know what you like.
Cyndi
I
Lauper
know
solo.
what I like, Lou.
Jacob, why are you hovering over us like impending day?
Wow, it's starting already.
Oh,
Here,
boy.
take a lollipop, Lou.
You can say it to me. You can say it to the world.
Lollipop,
You
Lou.
got to click that Zoom thing for me. I don't know the audio switch.
Oh my God.
This isn't...
Wasn't worth it, was it, Big Shot?
Oh my God, he called you a big shot.
That was worth it.
Big shot, did you?
This isn't it?
Wow.
No, I know. I just want to hear it. We can't hear
Are they
it.
fighting?
I
What's
can't
happening?
work the board.
Are you going over to fight Jacob?
Are you going
What's
to...
happening in here?
I think Jacob...
Lou,
is-
just smoke.
No, Lou, do not smoke. Suck on this. Suck on this lollipop. Put that in your mouth. Put this in your mouth.
Suck on this.
Suck on it. Take it. Put it in your mouth. Jacob, back off.
No, he's got to hit.
Did you hear my throat? My stomach? My baby's stomach? That's the worst.
Great board, man. Great board.
At least you're not burping farts.
Did we talk about that? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Your shit mouth, your ass mouth,
Yeah.
is one of the worst things I've ever smelled. And it smelled like pure diarrhea shit.
It was bad. Yeah, it's rotten eggs.
Yeah, it was bad, dude.
It's sulfur.
It's sulfur. Are you off it? Or are you still doing it?
It's off.
You're off.
Yeah.
You're done.
I mean, tonight would be our dose we would take, and we're not taking it.
All right, good for you, man. You two balloon up, you become fucking Ralphie May fat.
By the way, it always happens. Last night at Skanks, couldn't have been told more. He goes, "Whoa, man, you're like dropping weight. Like you look good." And you're like, "God damn it!"
Right, just stick with it. Go down a dose.
I'm getting.
Go down a dose.
Well, I asked the doctor about that. He hasn't written back yet.
Wow, that's a good
So
doctor.
if you go down like backwards, but Christine has felt like a nightmare at every level of it.
Can I, as a doctor, a fat doctor, I consider myself. I have a
There's a
doctor.
comedian named the Fat Doctor.
Really? Who's that?
When I started in the black circuit, he was a guy from D.C. who would come up.
So funny. It's always a black dude who has a nickname. Why do black comics always have to have nicknames?
The Fat Doctor's big thing. He was a fat guy, clearly, and he would go. He was very nice, Fat Doctor, but he would. His stage stick was at the end of his jokes. He would say his punchline and go.
I'm going to steal that.
Oh, is he on Def Comedy Jam? I didn't know he did Def Comedy Jam.
I'm going to do that on the show. Every time I make a good joke or someone makes me like,
I got a big appetite, boy. I go out to eat, I sit at the salad bar, yeah. Whole plate of croutons. Man, get out the way, man. All you can eat, man. I'm telling you, boy, I love to
where's
eat,
before
man.
he found the
Ooh,
style?
good-looking lady sitting up front, boy. How you doing, girl?
What?
boy.
All right.
She's dressed
What's
just
your
like
name?
him.
I know.
Sure. You like fat guys? Yeah, baby, you looking good, boy. I mean, you know, it ain't
And
all, but
he's
it's
the
wild,
fat
baby.
that actually, there's two different types of fat guys.
Yeah.
There's the guys who wear their pants under the belly.
This guy.
And then there's the fat guy who pulls that belt over the belly.
I think that's a real choice you make as a fat guy you're going to be. The
Yeah.
over the belly blows my mind.
Over the belly confidence is fucking mind numbing.
Well, it also, a lot of what tends to happen with that is short fats tend to do the thing in the middle because having your pants look super short and baggy because they're so low
Well, they don't make a size either.
for underbelly.
You'd have to have custom pants. They don't make that type of human being.
They're meant to go right under your belly button.
Yeah, they're meant to
And
do
we
it.
don't do that. But when I do see a fat guy, I understand they tend to be doing that usually because they're short.
Yeah.
And it's going to make their pants look better, even though it makes their middle look nightmare.
I've always been under the belly fat guy. Mike Calta, Mike Calta. Remember Mike Calta?
Sure.
Battery.
Mike, bitch, better have my money, Calta.
Somebody took Metallica's song and put her singing "Battery" over "Battery."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's it.
Battery. Hit me with a battery. Battery.
Is he back on air, Mike?
Somebody actually took an elephant. There was a lady coming up to an elephant, and then they put his voice, "Get the fuck away from me!" The elephant flipped her, and
Fuck, you can get your ass kicked.
and
You
it went,
step closer.
Battery. He is not on the air, but good news. Yesterday, it was announced that there are no charges. The DA found nothing. It was self-defense because she went after him and physically
Good.
touched
I was
him
worried
first.
about him taking the phone being a thing.
No, because he had no intent of keeping it or stealing it. He was giving it back to her. It was just get out of here.
Yeah.
He was gonna if he was gonna
No,
keep
he was
it.
thumbing through it.
Huh?
No, he was thumbing through
Hey
it.
Jacob, do me a favor. Go jump off the roof.
We're on his side.
Yeah. I mean, Lou.
I wasn't. I mean, we did get one email that got me here. A longtime listener of the Bonfire,
Yeah.
who was upset because she felt we were all taking his side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
That's what we do. We
You weren't
defend
taking-
our friends.
You weren't taking a side. Well, here's the thing. Look, I
I
mean,
know she's sure she's
No, yeah,
garbage.
she
I
got-
guess she was there as a plant. He was incredibly handled it very.
Yeah, no, he
very
should.
poorly.
He should have
Yes.
he should have held it together better because it just looks
Well,
bad for him.
100%. Let me say this. You should never, ever, ever, ever let somebody
Get you that much.
get you that riled up, and you should never, ever. What he should have done is, all right, get her out of here. 100%.
Yeah.
And what happened after that? But I always go back to the beginning. If you never went up to him and pulled your hijinks, nobody would be in this position. Her, the security,
I get
him.
that. But
Whose ultimate fault is it? Those are the people I don't like. I don't like people who go out of their way to trigger people to get them in trouble.
No, she was like a troll. She went to go troll him.
You can't justify that. You can't justify somebody who went out methodically, had intent to troll somebody, get them to say something fucked up, Thank you. I needed theme music for this. And then what you wanted to happen happened. That's exactly what she wanted to happen. She pushed somebody's insecurities, emotional buttons to get them to do something, and then became a victim. And that's fucking outrageous.
I'm not disagreeing but she's awful, but he
Where'd the
shouldn't have done
message
that.
say? Where'd the email say?
I can read it. It wasn't really like, honestly, I thought
Did this
she
girl
was...
send you pussy pictures or something?
No.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want, I can read the email.
Why did it make you turn around so much? You're like, it hit me. You said it hit me in the heart. You pointed to your heart.
Because she said we were all being misogynistic, taking his side. And first of all, I wasn't.
Really?
I don't
we
think
made
any...
7,000 jokes about him being a woman beater.
We
Exactly.
we made fun of
Exactly.
him the whole time.
We
Jay-
actually went at him so much that Bobby, I think, was genuinely nervous. Like Bobby has to answer to him at some point, and he said, luckily, that Mike thought it was funny and
Listen.
laughed. But I was like, because when I listened to another podcast, I told you that Steel Toe Morning Show, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like they just had his back like earnestly. They didn't make a lot of jokes.
Well,
I'm like, we just made jokes about it the whole time.
Can I just say something to the fans too?
You should have had her tossed.
This fan in particular. Look, we're here to be funny. We talked about it in a funny way. Me and Jay talked about it before, and I knew what Jay was going to do. I know Jay's going to be funny. I'm going to talk about. He's a friend of mine, but the reality of, you want to get serious about it. Yeah, you should never ever put yourself in that situation, and you should have, as a perfect human being, you should say, "You take her out of here, please." Right? But when everybody has insecurities, everybody loses it. Everybody does the wrong thing, and all he did was push him off her. If he was your size, nobody would have a problem with it. But because he's the size of a baby elephant, and it looks fucking, his stupid Staten Island fucking guinea face looks like a mob. It looks like Al Capone's fat brother raging out.
It would be better if he didn't look like a guy who just cracks women in the street for fucking up.
You know what?
What do you want to do? He goes, "You want to go out and slap dingbats tonight?" He goes, "No, no, it's starting to come back on
He
us." I
can't
feel
help
like.
his fucking a woman abuser face.
It's like, I'll give him that, because it's like what Jay says. Jay always mocks me for having a face of misery.
Yeah.
And it's my resting misery face.
That's your if that's
my
your face. If I saw your face in
Life
my
is-
crowd,
life
I would
is
be
pain.
like, I'd be like, boo.
And Calta's
Yeah.
got resting domestic abuse face.
Yeah, Calta has I hit women on the red face. That's what we do.
It doesn't mean it's the person he is.
No.
It's just the face he was given.
Yeah, I don't disagree with the lady that he shouldn't have. I told him when this
Yeah.
happened, dude, you should never put yourself in the position of people. Look at people try to get me. Somebody from this show said to me on Inch about something like they don't like me on the show, whatever. And I hope your son gets hit by a fucking bus. Okay, dude. I wrote back. Of course, I wrote back. Jay? Question mark.
He showed me that it is pretty hilarious. Jay?
Question mark. I mean, I'll leave.
No, but Bobby, I don't know if this is where you were going with that, but Bobby even said to me, it's one of them people where you get that thing where you're like,
Yeah.
you almost want to write like, why don't you come say that when I'm in your city? Like but it's just such a play. This guy's doing nothing but trying to get that interaction going.
Yeah, he's trying to get that in, but in reality, it's like, dude, I know you love the show with Dan. Sorry.
Not even that. He's
it's like
just
whatever.
trying to make
Yeah.
a thing. He doesn't not
Right.
like the show. Now they just listen.
He loves the show now. He actually wrote me back. We're going out for lunch. We're going to ramen. You want to come? No.
What a turnaround.
No.
No,
But that thing with Mike though, it's not defending. It's the trolls. If she came in and just had an interaction with him, but she went in to do that. She went in to do that. That was she was trying to assassinate somebody. She was trying to take somebody's life away from them because of some order she got from some other fucking bully that, I'm sorry, your life isn't going as good now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's crazy people shit. That's serial killer people shit. To her to go in there and try to do that to another person and be malicious like that is fucking mentally ill. And I don't know what you expect from. So she's a girl, so she can just go and take people's livelihoods away, take people's fucking. So you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me. That's stupid. Should Mike have reacted differently? Will he in the future? Fuck yeah. You don't ever lay a hand on a woman ever, unless it's Dawn and she didn't have fucking the dishes done.
Yeah.
All right.
She had all day to do them.
I mean, it's a tiny house. How many dishes do we have, Jay?
There's 3 dishes tops.
There's 3 dishes, 3 spoons, 3 forks.
And she's all, we don't have a dishwasher. We don't have a dishwasher. There's no dishes.
Yeah. We do have a dishwasher. It's named Dawn, right after the soap you should be using.
No, it's funny. It's also, there's such a world, if he can go back even, I said, especially with like Bubba the Love Sponge, particularly, like, he's, I mean, he was in such a public thing where it's, the beauty of a Bubba the Love Sponge girlfriend is that even now, it seems, with this problems that they're having, Bubba and Calta, I think you're allowed to fuck his wife if you go to his house. I think you could fuck Bubba the Love Sponge's wife if you go to his house.
Well, can I tell you, I was in Tampa after all that shit happened. I did a show at the whatever theater is there.
The Hogan thing.
The Hogan thing with Bubba the Love Sponge, and I did a show.
For anyone listening would somehow be unaware, Bubba the Love Sponge and his wife, I guess, have some sort of whether it's an open or swingers relationship, and Hulk Hogan's his idol / best friend. And when Hulk Hogan was going through a divorce, Bubba the Love Sponge said, hey, go bang my porn star wife upstairs, or super hot whatever model wife. Yeah. And Hogan banged her, and Bubba the Love Sponge filmed it. Somebody in his camp fucked him over and released it. It came out and blah, blah, blah.
Right. There you go. All that shit happened. Great context, by the way. Jim, are you listening?
That was great context.
Fucking, dude, I'm getting you a star. Is there a star? Like some stickers we can get? We need stickers for the studio.
I'll get some.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
When I think
Give yourself one for saying you'll get some.
And we should keep our topic sheets all week and see who gets the most stars at the end of the week.
Perfect.
And then we don't have to do chores.
Bang.
When I think about how perfectly Tampa that was to send your trash girlfriend to a gun show, to a gun shop.
Everything about it was Tampa.
Everything.
To start
all the way
fight.
down to pushing a woman.
Tampa garbage at
Then he
its
threw a
best.
Cuban sandwich in his face, like everything Tampa possible.
Threw an alligator at her face.
And then a loose rooster attacked her.
Yeah, and then she pulled her tits out and goes, suck these. Get these titties.
At the Tampa Trash Awards, that's got to be the winner for
Well,
the year.
Well, I think he should. The Mike Calta punch out. They should go at it. but I was at the bar, at the cigar bar, down in St. Pete. There's an awesome little cigar bar, and I'm sitting there. There's chicks there. There's smoking hot MILF, and she just takes her tits out, just takes her boobies right out, and they were and it was her. This was right after that.
It was
the
Bubba's,
girl,
the one
Bubba's,
Heather Clem.
Bubba's ex-wife, or I don't know if they were married
Heather,
at the time.
yeah.
She just pulled her tits out. And
Big fake titties.
She got in trouble because you can't just pull your tits out at a cigar bar. You know, I mean, we want you to, but you're not supposed to.
Someone was like, "I'd like to see the titties that fucked Hulk Hogan," and she was like,
Bang,
"Boom."
But so I know that girl. I appreciate the fan that we're not saying being misogynistic at all. I love women. Let me tell you something. I would never in a million years ever hit a woman again.
Unless you take a picture of me. Unless you take a picture
I
of
think
Bobby. He'll deck her again.
You got it?
I think maybe she didn't hear the backstory, because I thought she even said that she thought the woman was a fan of Mike's or something.
Here's what she doesn't know.
But
Here's context.
She saw the video. If you only see the video,
because the video
horrible.
was edited by Bubba's camp.
Right.
That's the whole backstory.
Well, no.
The context of the thing.
It wasn't edited by Bubba's camp though, because it was a video he took. You said
no. It was a video. No.
The
Here,
Calta.
all right, little context again. We'll recount. Calta had
Jim, listen up.
Calta had his camera going at the same time this woman had her camera going, knowing that this might go wrong. He had to send in all the footage to the DA. The DA had to present that to the woman. The woman took that video. She had the video. They took it, edited it, put in the slow motion, put in the captions, made it look like Calta was a fucking angry buffalo.
Slow motion rules.
Slow motion. They didn't get the beginning of it when no one knows that's.
Hi, Steer Farm.
You're right. Yeah.
Well, that's Bubba's girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's his girlfriend. She was sent there to do that. to get him riled up and fuck. She had a list of questions. Each one would get him more and more. It was supposed to get him more and more. The first question he calmly answered, and he was right. And she went, "Oh, okay, I didn't know that." No one saw that part of the video. And she just went to the next question, and then she just started degrading him, saying like making him feel like a piece of shit. And he was like, That's why he took a camera. If you look, I'm a loser. Look at all these people here to see me, and I'm the loser. She started name calling. She went down there to trigger him. So, you know that what he did though, he shouldn't have done. He should never do. You should never be in that position.
Let me say why Bubba sucks shit. Also, Bubba, I have no like dog in the fight here really at all. Other than I know Mike. And like Mike, I don't know Bubba the Love Sponge at all. But Bubba the Love Sponge, if this was like enough to make this big deal, like look what Mike Calta will do. Yeah. Where's Bubba saying like, dude, you put your fucking hands on my chick. Like next time I see you, I'm gonna slap you in your fucking face. You know what I mean?
Oh, he did. He went and beat the shit out of Mike Calta.
Oh, okay.
Mike Calta hasn't been on the air because he's been in the hospital.
Got you.
Yeah. He's got a broken arm and a tibia. Is that a thing?
Bubba, yeah, it is.
Is it
Bubba
tibia?
the Love Sponge is a lot tougher than people think he is.
Yeah, he broke Mike's coccyx from fucking him. No, yeah, I look at all. That's another thing too. I couldn't imagine sending Dawn down somewhere.
That's
to
what I mean.
Do my dirty work.
Because you're putting them sort of in a dangerous situation. If nothing else, like what happens. Forget even like the Calta stuff. That it ends with like. You want your girl to be screaming and yelling while someone's dragging her out of a place to make a scene? It's like your girl looks like an idiot.
I mean, your girl looks like an idiot, but your girl could have got hurt.
It's so unmanly.
She could have got hurt. The security could have grabbed her and thrown her. Anything could fuck. Dude, call me old, but I don't like doing things that I might get hurt. Do you know what I mean? I want to walk. I like walking. I don't want to send my wife in dangerous situations with an angry Italian from Staten Island.
You know, it's funny, when he got thinner, man, he didn't look like he was not a bad-looking guy.
No, he's a good-looking guy. Bubba, he's a good-looking guy when he loses weight.
But there she is, Heather Clem. The thing about that was she was hot.
Yeah, she got nice.
She was definitely like porn star-ish hot. But again, it's almost like I'm surprised he still tries to engage in wars because Calta is like he's number one in Tampa, right?
Number one.
And Bubba's on internet radio. Mm-hmm. Podcasting, I think it's called internet radio for some reason. On his is not like a podcast, right?
No, I think it's a radio thing. I think a friend of his has a garage and they made a studio into it. I mean, he was
very successful. But I'm saying
number
now,
one
driving Uber, they okay.
I don't know.
Let's say that's maybe not, and because that would be pretty like of all jobs you could take. Why take one that people are going to recognize you like that so much?
Well, he called in Howard Stern and said, "I'm driving an Uber."
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Along with his podcast / whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So there it is. The Bubba the Love Sponge thing, like, I'm surprised to make like it's drawing so much attention on the fact that it's like his life fall back. Like he's not even in the hunt for morning radio like number one in the market anymore. He's clear. I mean, that girl who went to go. I bet Calta wouldn't have forearm shiv this fucking hot chick. He'd just been like, what?
Hey, what?
He just kept asking. He goes, no, you're crazy. You don't mean that. No. She's like, you're a piece of shit and pathetic. He goes, nah, come on. I am a stupid, pathetic idiot. What am I doing here at this gun show? But he would have felt it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Bubba's very quick to like push out the knowledge of his life being it's like, yeah, I drive Uber, I don't live in a mansion anymore, and my girlfriend's a fucking heavy attractive dial back from my last.
I think he lived with his sister.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But here's the thing about radio, right? If you look at it, any of this stuff, it goes away. Everything comes to an end.
Not the bonfire.
Not the bonfire.
Crackle, goes on and on and on. God, me and Bobby are going to have long beards.
Oh, I can't wait.
We're going to be like, DJ Lou, bring a Kodak to the hospital where me and Bobby are both dying of old age.
And I'm going to go, boop, boop.
It's our new favorite thing.
It's a new favorite thing.
That's what retarded people do when they meet each other for the first time. They boop noses.
Boop. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, it goes away. And look, Mike Calta will do his career, and at some point, there'll be somebody else coming up underneath him. That's the radio game, right? I mean, look at Opie and Anthony were the biggest things in the world, right? And now one's on a beach.
Until the internet came out. It ruins everybody.
There was Foxhole.
Everything
now there's Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud.
Yeah.
That's true.
Until we find out Kevin Hart's having naked basketball games at his house.
That's
Yeah, man. If I had Kev's dick, I'd host exclusively naked events in my house.
I'd held naked trampoline parks. jumping
imagine.
sessions.
Not only
Is
could
that
I
a
not,
thing?
not only could I not imagine having a 10-inch dick.
I would love to jump on a trampoline naked with a 10-inch dick. Just have it flap my chest.
I couldn't imagine.
For Papa.
Yeah.
For Papa. For Papa.
I don't
For
think
Papa.
my dick. If I like did the thing where I like really jerked like with my body like and tried to get my dick to go up and down,
Yeah.
I don't think it makes noise on the things it hits. Maybe my ball bag, it slaps, but it's definitely not coming and hitting my stomach and doing like that.
No. No, it's not doing that.
And Kev, I saw him laying on his back, and his dick was just like a roll of flesh going across his stomach. It was crazy.
I love just looking.
Damn, it was crazy.
I like to look at everybody's face as you're. Everybody's looking at you like, huh? If I had a big dick, and I flapped it, it might get stuck under my stomach.
That would be pretty cool though too.
If you can catch your dick with
If you can catch it.
your stomach.
What do you mean?
Like, my belly.
Yeah.
I have, you get a little chubby belly.
Jacob
even though I
doesn't
lost
understand
weight.
this. Your
Yeah.
stomach will tend to lay over itself.
Sorry, I didn't know I was talking to fucking ab man. I
At the
know.
lowest level, Jacob,
Yeah.
your stomach, when you're a fat person,
Yeah.
will come underneath
Underneath.
in the front.
Yeah, you
Oh,
could
God.
you could actually hold paper or envelopes or mail under your stomach. Yeah, you don't know what that is, do you? Your underwear elastic stays up the way it's supposed to.
Jay's doing it.
You're doing, yeah. Let's see if you can do it. Jay's holding our sheet of paper under his stomach.
Oh, God.
Yeah, hang on. I'll even beat
Now do you understand?
I'm gonna hold.
You get it now, Jacob?
I'm gonna hold egg bites under mine.
Yeah.
Ready? Oh, wait.
It sucks. Someone get a picture of this.
Oh, God.
Hang on.
Christine, come here and
There
get.
you go. I'm holding egg bites under my stomach.
Hold on.
There you go. Hurry up, Jacob.
Jacob, do me now.
Aren't you missing this, Black Lou?
Oh my
This
God.
could be you zooming in.
Black Lou, you got to get back in the studio so you could take pictures of our belly flaps.
Oh my God.
And so, Jacob, now that you've seen that, you will understand that if we had a big tube of dick for a penis, when you flick it up, it will be kind of cool, like to hold your gut up and
Yeah.
then flip it up and then drop your belly over.
Yeah, drop it and catch it like a seagull. Oh, what is that? A pelican? They
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That's the dream, dude. You don't have that dream.
Damn.
No.
You get that flat. You get that V dick ab.
Spend too much time looking. I tell you what, if you went through, especially my Reddit porn stuff, there's an argument that I'm a gay man.
I mean, there's an argument behind your back that you're a gay man.
There you go. Is
There
there?
you go. This
Are people talking?
No, no, just me and
Is there
Christine.
buzz out there? Just you and Christine?
Just late night. Christine goes, I think he's gay.
I've often worried. I caught Christine eavesdropping on a phone call of mine yesterday, but I will say,
Oh my God.
in fairness to that,
It's the fun. First of all,
she has come barging into the guest room when I'm smoking a cigarette out the window, and I have had to quickly get off because I'm like, I don't feel like explaining while I'm looking at monster cocks. Like things, because I'm just like, no way, dude. A guy lives with that thing, huh? It's all envy looking. It's not sexual.
First of all, they're on the TV. They're showing a guy on a trampoline with a monster cock bouncing up and down, and it's as fun as I thought it would be.
It does.
That's
It
all
does
I'm
look
saying.
fun.
It's as fun as I imagined that. I made that up in my head, and it is as he is ear to ear smiles, and you can hear his friend laughing too. Fantastic. God, I want to do that. So that's what I want. Listen to me. My birthday's coming up October 8th. Somebody have a way to make my dick bigger, and I have the trampoline. I just need you to videotape it and laugh with me.
Damn, that looks fun.
God, I hate watching because on the gay, when you go to like a regular porn site, I don't ever see it. It must be there, but I only see the porn. And on a gay porn site, the stuff on the side is
When you,
just
it's, like,
always.
it's not a gay porn site. It's just Pornhub. But when you go to the gay
Gay
section,
is what I'm. Yeah, on the gay section, there's just two guys, and it's just so manly. It's just,
just you guys stuffing hole.
yeah. It's like, can one of you be a woman? Do you both have to be dudes?
But I will say the guy in this particular butt fucking we're watching right now, I've never seen the guy's face in the front is the best face I've ever seen for this. Oh,
Yeah, he looks like a rabbit that got caught stealing carrots. I messed up.
you nasty little rabbit.
You caught me. You caught me in the garden. Err.
What did the search on Carla's computer? It was like how do you know if your husband's gay?
Oh yeah, I found that. That's worse than finding out your significant other is cheating. Than finding out that she's looking up. What do you do if the person you're with is gay? She was looking that up for me, but it was because Dave Smith just stayed over all the time.
Oh really?
Like he was just basically living with us, but he was on like my schedule. Do you know what I mean? So like Carla would come home from like work or school or whatever, and then me and Dave would leave and go do comedy in the city, and then get food and come home and smoke pot and play video games till we fall asleep. And it was more or less, but it was more like the reason was just like me and Carla were like whatever was going on with that.
Yeah, you were besties.
And me and Dave were just like
Lovers.
lovers.
Yeah, you're lovers. You had lover schedules.
But
You had the relationship with Dave that Carla wanted with you.
yes, we did everything together.
Yeah, she was.
We could talk about everything and anything.
Yeah.
No judgment zone.
You'd come in, you'd be giggling. She'd walk in, and it'd just stop.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys,
You won't get it. It's a guy's thing.
this is how you know if you guys
with the
gay. If every time he has sex with you, you're on your belly and he has his eyes closed. He is gay.
This is the gayest video. We've gone over it.
Oh, yeah.
before.
This is-
the
Kenny
actual
Loggins?
volleyball, not from Top Gun, the original.
The actual video.
Yeah. When it's
Oh,
just guys, all guys versus girls,
Here you
and
go,
they're all
Bobby. Take a
celebrating
peek.
beating the girls.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Queefs.
Well, those are the girls I used to love.
I'll
too,
tell you what,
man.
I was going to say something about 80s
Girls,
hot chicks look like they figured it out those years.
they really did, man. They were so hot. I've always, you know what I really regret in life? I wanted Kenny Loggins hair, but I had curly hair, and I couldn't get that punk spiked, mullet. I wanted that fucking haircut so bad.
I call it the Kiefer Sutherland from Lost Boys.
Yes, I used to try to. I put an iron on my head, like tried to straighten my cowlick out, and I couldn't do it. Hated it.
Damn, 80s chicks got it.
Look at him.
You know why they still had that 70s tit?
Yeah. So
That
funny.
70s banana tit that I love?
I love the banana tit.
Yeah, where the front's like mostly nipple areola.
I call it your sister tit.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's sister had that tit.
just one of these just goes,
Yeah.
it kind of curves up at the end, and then the front of it is just puffy areola.
Yeah, man, God, those girls were so hot. Their hair was hot, their hips, and I'm a big fan of the tan line. I like a nice hot tan line.
Sure.
That little V tan line around the titties.
It was the only thing that would let me deal with because I really don't like balloon implant tits, where you could see it was a small girl who got crazy splits.
Cool, I'll tell Dawn.
Does she have a crazy split between her titties?
No, she's got good titties. Her titties are almost too good because I told you, one's bigger than the other. Well, I think one is killing her from the inside.
Sure. You got to suffer for beauty.
If I have to,
those 80s tits in the porn magazines would be evened out by a really aggressive tan line
oh, I love the tan line.
over the pussy area
Yes.
and tits.
The tan line was like when you got a girl naked, or when you even like kind of got in that area. It's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. It's like the line in the middle of the road. You're not supposed to go over that side of the road.
It's the exact description of my love of pubes on a girl. Girl with a bush. It's that exact thing. It takes me back to my childhood where if you saw the bush, you weren't seeing the pussy yet necessarily, but you were like, this is more than I'm supposed to see.
Yeah.
I am seeing her pussy, I would say. And that's why I hated. And then when the 90s came, I remember this girl that I think one of my friends hooked up with, but I thought she was so cute. Her name was Dina. We called her the Beeve because she had buck teeth, but she had monster tits. And the Beeve one time came out and was wearing like jeans
Yeah.
that were super low rise, and you were just like, you could see the chicken skin sort of like of the shave above her thing, but I was like, it's not that exciting because if there was bush there, if her bush would be hanging out, that would be huge. But the fact that it was just like belly skin at that point didn't look like anything.
You call it chicken skin. I call it the root. You can see the root of the pubes. I love that.
Pube root?
Pube root, the little hole with a. Man, do I love pubes.
Christine's got skin complexion where you can see the whisker before it comes through the skin.
What?
It's like a hair that's getting ready to come out. almost.
It's like a premature, like little baby hairs.
Yeah, just like a little dark.
Oh, that's
A
nice.
little swizzle. You know, it's about to be a pube.
Yeah.
Isn't that all hair when it's growing back?
Well, on your skin tone, yes.
Dawn has a nice. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about this.
Okay.
I just caught myself. I'm sorry, Dawn. I love you. I don't want to talk about my wife.
I want to hear.
Dawn.
What were you
Shut
gonna
up,
say?
you dirtball. You're not having fantasies of my wife. Stick to Jay's girl.
Yeah.
Okay, you perv.
You
It just
keep
happened.
brain fucking Christine.
Yeah, I don't want to hear your. I don't want to hear your fantasies of you banging Dawn in the Metallica concert in the Snake Pit. Because me and Max are on the other side going, "Mom, we
Where's
can't
Mom?
get in.
How did she get in there?
We can't get in." Available on comicrebels.com. No God, no Santa, no Snake Pit T-shirts.
No God, no Santa, no
All the
Snake
money
Pit.
is going to
Get Max in the Snake Pit.
To get Max in the Snake Pit next time Metallica comes around. Oh God, my God.
I feel like that's going to be it for Metallica, by the way.
Yeah, they're
What,
done.
you mean their last tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done.
I think they want to keep going.
I don't think they should keep going.
They can't. I don't think-
This is the first tour where I've really seen several chinks in the armor.
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
relax, dude.
What?
I'm pretty sure he's Mexican.
No, dude. It's, No. It's Asians wearing full chainmail armor.
Oh. Jinx in the armor. Woo!
Woo! It's okay if we do a little goofball boop at the end.
Do a
What were
little
the things
missing
that you
link.
saw?
I have never, and I've seen Metallica a decent amount now. Boop.
Wait a minute, Jay. I love you. I love you. I love you. I think you look beautiful. I think
That poor guy, when he booped the girl right away, you're like, this is over.
I watched the show.
This date's
last night.
going terrible.
But anyways, the Metallica thing. I'll get to it. I watched
Yeah.
the show. But the Metallica thing, I think that I think they're done, dude.
I'll tell you, I've never seen the problems they had this time. So every concert you go to, there's could be a flub. When I was with Korn on that tour, at one point
We know.
the guitar player
we get it.
The guitar player started a chorus of the guitar while the singer was still doing like the verse, which was weird. You know, you see that happen. But I mean, I went to both shows. So like Lars fucked up a lot.
Fucked up a lot.
Hetfield.
And Hetfield fucked up.
But Hetfield fucked up. Kirk Hammett fucked up, and he made a thing of it the first night, which was
He's
cool.
done that before, though. I have no problem.
I
with
understand,
that.
but I'm just saying-
It's almost like he doesn't. He's just.
Oh, you really
Relax.
attack Lou when he has a fuck up, but I mean, apparently Metallica.
But I was seeing it happen, and James Hetfield also, like, he's turning things over to the audience a lot more now that he's not going to be able to hit the thing of, or he also just chooses to sing it like a different octave, like he's going lower with it on purpose.
I went down a Metallica YouTube hole since we didn't get into the Snake Pit, and I mean, watching all the videos of them and the way they're kind of just sucking it up and they're enjoying it. It
feels like their last run like that too.
It feels like this is it. This is the biggest show we're gonna do. It's a crazy show.
You sent me him smoking cigars with the audience, like when he's walking around the thing, lighting their cigars, and I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is their like celebration run.
Yeah, I felt like
that's
that
why
was-
they're doing tuna. They don't want. I mean, they're older guys, dude. That's why they're spacing them out like this. They're taking like weeks off in between before they do them. It's like I think they're just taking their hurrah.
You know why I sent you that though? I sent you that because that was my fantasy.
Yeah.
I brought cigars in my pocket, knowing that James smoked little cigars. Mm-hmm. That's what his thing. All the videos of him smoking cigars in between songs. I had my cigars in my pocket, and my fantasy was to be in the Snake Pit, put my cigar in my mouth, and he lights like me and him, and maybe I have my Kid Rock moment with him, where he takes my cigar
But
and smokes it or lights mine.
that's not really how it would have worked. The people you were seeing him smoke cigars with
Yeah.
were not Snake Pit people.
They were
It was
right.
the people around the gate at the front of the stage.
You know, potato.
Nope. Not potato. You wouldn't have had him light your cigar in Snake Pit.
I would have.
Nope.
I would have.
Good enough.
I know you're right. You know why? Because I wasn't in the fucking Snake Pit. You're right again.
If you were
Cheers.
in the Snake Pit, boop. Boop. Keep thinking it, dude. You got it.
It's not loud enough.
Give it to me. Give it. Reach over. Yes.
Oh, thank God. I feel better. Promise me anytime you get mad at me, you'll give me a boop.
I'll give you one quick boop, and we'll bring it all back. Jacob, yeah?
Jacob?
Well, we went to see, Lou and I, we went to see Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, with Dan, yeah.
Stan, Katie, Liam got us the tickets.
Nice.
I'm only bringing this up because somebody went full diva on Liam.
Who?
Right over there, Lou.
I did?
You went diva?
He got there. Lou got there before all of us. Got the tickets, and then I got a text saying the seats are garbage.
Okay.
And then apparently he texted Liam, who was at dinner with his wife, saying, "Hey, does the management hate us or something?"
Yeah.
Where were the
And
seats?
then Liam got up from his wife, panicked. He just told me the story. Now he's at dinner with his wife. He's like, "I got to handle this. And starts texting in a flurry. How could you have given them shitty seats? By the way, Dan got there, said these are awesome seats. We sat down at fantastic seats.
Where were they?
Directly opposite of the stage.
The furthest
Like
point from the band.
What do you mean?
It's a small.
All right, if it's a football, say it's a football stadium, we were at either.
Why don't we just
goals.
say it's
not
Forest
a
Hill Stadium that we were all just at?
It's not It's not a football stadium, Lou. Every seat is good, but this was.
All
like,
right, well, the two furthest points, we were at one. Queens of the Stone Age was at the other.
Did you not
Far back?
go-
You mean back-wise? You
Yeah.
were furthest back possible.
That's right.
And is
That
Dan
sucks.
is Dan really
No,
gonna
it didn't.
Dan really gonna complain?
Oh, he
The
can't. He's
seats
not an
didn't-
employee anymore. He turned his back on this company.
Bing.
The seats weren't garbage.
Was he already not smoking?
Lou wasn't smoking.
Yeah, and I wasn't even drinking at that point, so I was just like, Liam, I thought he fucked us.
Do something resembling anything.
Wow.
I will
Yeah,
say,
I'm
look.
saying he
Crazy.
didn't.
I will say, look.
And you hung with the band afterward.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
How'd that happen?
Oh,
Well, because I gave Liam shit. He's like, "Well, go back up there to Will Call and get wristbands so that you can go to the after party," which is a small consolation because I know Dan's not going to go to the after party.
He's not?
Neither's Katie.
Why?
Neither's Jacob.
They didn't go?
No, it was just me, my girl, and her cousin who lived a few blocks away. We got her to come to the show.
And Josh Homme was there?
Yeah, he's tall as fuck.
Why didn't Dan go?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
Why didn't he didn't? He had backstage and he didn't go back. He loves them.
It was the after party, like the same one we went to Burt with the Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Sure.
Instead, it was a very, very small group. I'd say like 40 people. Josh Homme, the whole band. I brought the guitarist, a vodka club. It was cool, but I didn't want to bother the band.
So by you
Dan
being a
leave?
diva, you actually wound up getting backstage.
he said I was a diva. Yes, he said I
no,
was.
I'm saying you were a diva.
It was a
'Cause I
cash
thought that-
bar.
No, it was free.
Oh, okay.
Dan's a grandpa.
So you handed him a drink?
Well, I was getting 3 vodka drinks, and I knew he was the guitarist, so I asked him if he wanted one, and he thought it over, and he said yes.
And then
Dan's
you-
a late 30s grandpa.
Oh, I know. He's wearing earplugs, but then took them out so he could really enjoy the show when it was getting good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wear earplugs at Metallica.
I
I
think
took
that's
them
why
out.
you hear the mistakes more.
No.
You can definitely hear the
I
drums.
I could think that will help in certain situations. What you're talking about for sure. You said that to me before. I don't think you're wrong about that. The earplugs does bring the mistakes a little much because there's not as much feedback you're hearing. But they made a lot of. I mean, Lars made a ton of mistakes.
Yeah, and Lars, when he drums now, he looks like he's going to bite his tongue off. He's going, He looks like that show on Netflix when they're in the hot tub.
Yeah, he has like a face like a hot dog. It's like his tongue's hanging. Like,
Yeah,
because they still got to play those thrash metal songs from when they were children.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going to be able to keep that shit up for much longer at all, because his face, if you watch his face, any video on YouTube of Lars drumming on this tour, he looks like he's having a fucking stroke.
And shy of bringing in another bass player, which because of their history is the only thing you can replace in that band, people really will bail out if it's like James Hetfield and Kirk, not Lars, somebody else on. Just people will start to check out.
Yeah, believe me,
and
I
they
know.
don't want to go out on top, man. They're selling out 2 stadium nights a weekend.
I just
Pretty
think when
awesome.
they do it, they're going to do a farewell tour. Like, why would they not?
Because I think that's lame in its own way.
I don't think they do a farewell tour to Shy Shy Hush Hush As You I Hush Hush.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Move a little bit closer. You're too shy. Kaja Gugu. One hit wonder.
Great hit. First of all, another hairdo I wanted, couldn't get.
You wanted a Kaja Gugu? I'm happy that didn't work out for you.
Buddy, he had. Remember Kaja Gugu's hair? Mm-hmm. That hairdo was fucking awesome.
It was spiky bouffant on top and then long in the back.
Yeah, but it had little highlights too, right?
Sure.
Oh, God. What a great song.
Time.
Yeah, you can't sing this song without being gay.
No.
You have to be gay.
For sure.
You
What a
can't-
one-hit wonder.
Like if
too.
you're into like a biker band, you wouldn't be able to sing this song on your motorcycle.
There
Listen,
was a-
listen to the first. Here it comes. It's such a long build up too.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking. Come on, get
But
to
it is a great chorus.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're gay. Get away from me.
Oh, you can't help but just be gay. Oh, Jacob, you're looking good with your 3 hoodies on. Oh my God, that scally cap you're wearing over there, Mr. Lewis, makes me feel fucking randy. Black Lou,
Hey, Lou.
your beautiful skin makes me feel hot inside. Christine, you make me want to throw up. I hate pussy. Hush, hush, I try to shy, shy. Hush, hush, I try. Shy, shy. Hush, hush.
There was a
Oh, what a great song.
there was a show on VH1. I think it was called Bringing Back the Band or
Getting the
something.
band back
Getting
together
the
or something like that.
And sometimes they were successful, but the one of the bands for 1 week was Kaja Gugu.
And it didn't work out.
No, it didn't work out. But the guy, the host, was so funny because they're all arguing, and he's trying to get the lead singer. Like one of them won't commit. Some of them just detest each other. And the guy goes, "Come on, you guys were Kaja Gugu." I'll never forget that. That didn't work.
Guys, stop all this infighting.
Kaja Gugu.
You're Kaja Gugu.
I can't wait till they do it with the Bonfire 10 years from now. Dan comes back. You guys are both bald.
Hey, remember the days? Is there Kaja Gugu performing this song today? I doubt it, right? They couldn't get him back together.
I bet
No,
they
they
still.
refused to reunite for that.
But
They
I
got
bet
Vixen.
the
They
singer,
got Vixen back together in that one,
the-
and no one cared.
The singer, I guarantee, still sings that song. You don't need the band.
They sound a lot like Culture Club. No wonder Jay loves them.
Okay.
Whoa, wow.
Easy. I didn't go see Culture Club at Jones Beach. I should have, though, it turns out. He looks good.
Yeah, and he sounds good too.
Does he? Boy George looks good.
Yeah.
I would see Culture Club. You would see Culture
No,
Club.
I would.
Are they? Is it done? They're going. They're out of the area.
We
It was
missed
like
them.
2 nights. It was like Jones Beach and PNC, probably.
Yeah, it was around the Metallica time.
Yeah. They're in Chula
I go
Beach.
see Boy George.
But he looks good.
He
Like,
does. Well, I mean,
Well, not there.
not there, dude.
no, there. I
looks,
do mean
he looks
there.
like a gay wizard there.
He's
That's what he
always
wants to
looked
look like.
No, but I
his
think
thing?
no.
I'm
For a
sorry.
while, he looked like a fat old man,
Right.
Yeah.
and now he's got a look again. I don't mind that.
All right, maybe you're right.
And his voice is still there, so that's great.
Yeah, look at him right there on the NPR thing. Like he looks good again.
He lost a little weight.
He lost weight.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, he's not a good fat dude.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
No,
look
it
right
didn't
at all.
translate. No,
But
it looks good there.
That's I would go see Culture Club with him looking like that for sure.
I think you know what you've done to me. I think you've made it so I would go see anything.
Sure.
I think I would go see any because I've been afraid of concerts for a long time. I just once you get like a VIP thing and once you get that thing, you never want to go back
Sure.
to like
course.
those seats and and then when you do like just that many people and all that shit, really I don't know what it was, it just fucked me up and I never went. And The Cure, which I didn't want to go to, and I will never go to again, and I don't suggest anybody ever go to.
You shouldn't
And I
go.
hope the band breaks up or a plane crashes, so nobody has to go to any
should-
more of their shows.
they should break up again.
They should break up. But
Stop this.
That concert, going to it, kind of relieved my anxiety of being around that many people. I guess I developed an anxiety of being
I
around
have
a
it
lot
too.
of people.
I have it too. I have a concert thing where I'm like, when you go, I have the same thing with movies. Like movie theaters, we went to the movies the other night, and just like it was 2 people sat like a chair away from us. There was still a chair between us, and then a couple, and I was just like right away when they sit, I'm like, I'm consumed by. They were lovely. Yeah. No one in the theater actually that night. Everyone that
Every time.
But as soon as we sit down, and I have to say this to myself when I hear people behind us going like, "Oh, this movie looks like good. Do you want to get something?" Like whispering like that. I'm treating it in my head. I'm like, this is the beginning of it. They're gonna talk the whole movie, and then they just don't. And then I'm also like, me and Christine whispered to each other 8 times before the movie started during the trailers and stuff. Like, it's fine.
But that comes from trauma. Because we've been in theaters where people are literally just fucking talking, fighting, yapping.
Rude.
Where if you say something, you're going to be stabbed
In a
or
fight,
the
yeah.
shit kicked out of
That's
you.
literally, Christine will tell you, that's my actual thing. I'm like, it's not that I don't want to turn around to whoever it is and be like, dude, you're acting fucking crazy talking that loud right now. Like, stop. Please stop. In my mind, when I go, before I say words, I go, when I turn around, me and this guy are in a thing the rest of the time I'm in his presence.
And you don't
we're in
get
a
to-
thing.
yeah,
We're
yep.
in a looking. Even if he quiets down and we're side-eyeing after the movie, I'm like, I don't want this stress.
I get I get the last row. Every movie theater, me and Max go to a movie, I get the last row. I buy 4 seats.
That's smart.
I buy 4 seats,
forgetting that
last
move.
row. And if there's a handicapped last row, I'll buy those seats. Like there's always like 2 together and then 2 open seats.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to be around. Oh, I hate it. I hate it, and it gives me so much anxiety. But with concerts like Metallica, I was so nervous about bringing Max into a massive thing of people, and I'm not anymore. Like, I was fucking fine. It was great. It was so much fun, and
No, it's also good to go. Like, I also like doing things like that with a group. So we're going to Kiss in December. It's
Yeah.
like there'll be at least 6 of us now, if
yeah,
not more.
that's fun.
So that's fun. Yeah, you go and then you kind of like dominate your row, and you just kind of just stay like insulated. To
Yeah,
each
it doesn't
other.
matter. Like, I don't care where. Like, I always like, you got to be here or up front. Like when I went to Bon Jovi, and Gabby got us like those side stage seats.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is good.
Of course.
Yeah, until
That's the
Max
best.
shit on my neck.
And that's
But
yeah, that did bring it down a little bit.
that brought it down a little
But
bit.
Christine's seen it at I do better at sporting events than concerts and maybe more or movies because like everyone's allowed to be loud and whatever. But I get anxiety when we went to see Fleetwood Mac. How much I ruined a girl's day. Who was next? Because me and Christine were excited. We sat in our seats. And we're like, these are amazing seats. It's all 5 original members. Fleetwood Mac.
Wow.
5 or 6? 5.
5.
All 5 members of Fleetwood Mac original.
Jeez.
Playing.
Lindsay?
Lindsay
Buckingham.
It was
Lindsay?
It was like going to church for me.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They did one tour where they all got back. Then we saw them a couple years later without
No
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
And the guy from Crowded House was in there.
I love Lindsay, man.
I love Lindsay.
It was
And Lindsay had to sing that song to the girl who fucked his girlfriend.
Landslide?
Yeah, that was
no,
about
not Landslide.
no, about
Silver Springs.
Silver Springs is Stevie Nicks singing to him.
No, he was singing a song about Stevie Nicks breaking up with him. What's that song? I can't think of it because I'm not good with songs. Well, apparently you're not a big.
Go Your Own Way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. That "Go Your Own Way."
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. You're a fucking savant.
Well, that's their most popular hit.
Yeah, but you're great. Yeah, that's about her. He wrote that about her. He sang it, and she was banging the dude in the band.
McFleet,
They
or
all
was it
banged each
Mick
other.
Fleetwood at that point?
Yeah,
But
crazy.
we saw them. They were so good, and we had 2 empty seats next. We were in the end, and there was 2 empty seats next to us, and I'm like, this is perfect. And about 2 or 3 songs in the Fleetwood Mac, a little guy
Oh, what a song!
Did you hear showed
that?
up with
Yeah.
his girlfriend, who was like this taller, like hippie-ish
Lanky.
chick, like very lanky, and it was me, Christine, and these 2 empty seats. Of course, that's their seats. Whatever. They go and they sit there. This girl, right away starts. She starts. Dancing and like really obnoxiously, like swinging arms in front of Christine's face almost. And now I get consumed with that. I can't enjoy because I'm like, Christine's blocked. This sucks shit. Let me fix this. So I go, because I hate the confrontation. I couldn't have been more. I was like, Miss, hey, would it be all right? Could you just like switch seats with like your boyfriend or something? If it's okay, because like it's that dance.
Yeah.
I know it's concert dance. I was like, but you're just like blocking her view a ton. And she, remember this, Christine? She goes, oh, geez, like, okay. And she just sat down the rest of the show.
shut her down.
Like it was like, oh, you've ruined my night, and it's like, you're such a cunt. I asked you to stop swinging your arms and for dance, you dumb bitch, and it was so infuriating.
I love
that I was
anger.
trying.
The anger.
I was almost trying to get her boyfriend I was like, oh, he should say, you say something, fuck face, so I can punch you.
Jay,
I was so angry.
Your anger is still there. You're as angry as you were that night right now. I love that type of anger.
It was
Because-
That's
so-
just
it's
in you
because-
like a coal, just burning.
It's a therapy conversation for sure, because my thing is, I'm already in the confrontation before I say the first words, but I'm hoping.
Yeah.
My first words are like, please God, don't make this a big ordeal, and I'm going to be as kid gloves as possible. And then what I hate is when I go, hey, please, excuse me, but would it be okay? And they're like, oh, fucking fine. And I'm like, you cocksucker. I tried everything to be a friendly
worst.
person with you.
It's the worst. All you want back is, oh, absolutely, I'm so sorry. I just love. Yeah, me too.
What I
No,
would
it's
do.
cool. Switch. You want somebody to be a normal person, but she is a fucking child. And then she sat down and ruined the concert. She wanted to ruin. It's like the person in the show, the heckler, when you tell them to shut the fuck up, and then they don't leave. They stare at you.
What? I'm not talking.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
What?
Yeah, exactly. And then every once in a while they'll give you the finger. Ugh, fuck her.
That was so
She
funny.
called Mike Calta. No, I'm just-
Because that's what I hated. I hate that I give the battery. I hate when I come so. When I fired the Steinbergs, dude, our old manager. Well, not your old manager.
no, mine. They were my
You did
manager.
have them?
I was the first one to fire them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that means something to me, because everybody claims like I fired him, and they give Billy Burr the credit for being the catalyst that fired.
Just because they had that story of Evan Steinberg holding Conan O'Brien against the wall.
Yeah.
In Aspen to ask him why Bill Burr can't panel.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, why are you keeping Bill Burr from paneling on your show, Conan? And then when it came back and Bill called him on it, I love this. Such a great Evan Steinberg. He goes, no. He's like, Conan gets me. That was his response to it. He was like, Bill was like, dude, did you just fucking
Threaten Conan?
put old Conan O'Brien against the wall and tell him he's got to panel you? He goes,
Dad.
he gets it.
You guys, dude, I gotta go. That's it, dude. I can't have you be my managers anymore. I know Bobby fired you first, but I'm gonna take the credit.
That was a huge.
I told them, I go, get me Jimmy Kimmel. You have a month. That's all I want. Jimmy Kimmel, get a month. You have a month. A month to the day, I called Jason up. I go, meet me at Starbucks. He met me at Starbucks. I go, you're fired. And he
Really?
went, and I went, goodbye. And I got up and walked out.
Yeah.
A month. I mean, I had it on my calendar. Month to day, I say, meet me at Starbucks. He made, hey, what's up, man? You're fired. And
We
then
should-
Dane actually made one phone call to Jimmy Kimmel. I was on 2 weeks later. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, they were a lot.
Shout out Dane Cook. Sufa.
Sufa. I gave them. The Steinbergs. Everybody went with them at one point. They had a crazy roster, but they were in so far over their heads with everything. But I remember the best was I was with Ken Trush as a manager, and he goes, and Patrice was like, man, fuck that. He's like, come over to the Steinbergs, man. Steinberg's got everything going on. They got the best line. And he got me and Metzger, essentially, to go over there. And I wasn't with them for 3 weeks. And Patrice fired them. And I called Patrice. I was like, Patrice. He was like, oh, you can fire him, too, if you want. I was like, you told me to leave a manager to go to these guys are where it's at. He's like, yeah, they suck, though.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't even apologetic about it. He's like, yeah, well, you know, twists and turns, baby. That's what this business is.
That's like when Louis. I went over to Louis' house and he had his 2 kids and he was like, yeah, I make them pancakes in the morning. And he was showing me and his wife and they had this loft in Soho and I was like, dude, if this piece of shit can get married and have kids, I'm gonna get married and have kids. I was like, I can do this. And I wound up asking Don to marry me. And then a week later, he's like, I'm getting a divorce. I was like, what? I just fucking asked this broad from Boston to
He
marry
goes,
me.
now, if you need me, I'll be whacking off on everyone I meet.
We got to take a break right now. It's me, Robert Kelly, and Big J. Okerson. We'll be back. It's The Bonfire.
Listen.
This is Tim Butterly, and dudes are always coming up to me and saying, suck my titties, suck my titties.
Suck my titties, I'm your biggest fan.
You know what? I got to get the fuck out of there and let people know you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly on Faction Talk 103.
I just want to be grind.
It's the sport of kings.
better than diamond rings. That's why we're here to sing football.
It's the Bonfire Sirius XM Faction Talk 103.
How long were you and Dawn together before you got married?
Jesus Christ. I met her waiting tables in Boston. We went out and I wasn't really into her. She was cute. Like I kind of discovered her being cute. And then I met this really smoking hot 18-year-old. I mean, ridiculously out of my league. And at my cutest, at my hot Bobby, sexy Bobby. This girl was out of my league. And we hooked up. I dumped on. I called up and go, look, it's over. I can't. Literally on the couch, I was talking. I was holding hands with this girl.
How old were you?
I was like 22
okay.
or something, 20, something like that. So I'd be like 22, 23. And then I remember we got back together. I got sick. She nursed me back to health. This hot chick dumped me because I got sick. And I was like, can you bring me soup? She was like, no, fuck off, you fucking loser.
She's like, ew.
She just never called me again.
I'm getting my asshole hair lasered today.
100%. She was like, no. I was like, I need soup and premium crackers. She was
That
like,
sounds smelly.
dude, I swear to God, I was so crushed because I thought I was the shit. I thought my whole life had changed.
Nurse me, dude.
Can you nurse me, dude? She was like, no. And Dawn came over and brought me soup and she was so great. And then we got into a big fight because I had no money. I had like 5 jobs, but I was just really doing comedy. I had no money. And she wanted to go out to eat. And she goes, let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. And I got into a violent...
Rockefeller.
Exactly. I remember yelling at her, not fighting out in front of Cheesecake Factory at the mall. I go, it's expensive because of the fucking dumb, colorful bowls. They're fucking they got colorful bowls and plates, so that's why you spend an extra $8. I go, let's just go down to Mike's Roast Beef. I go, it's a better fucking meal. It's a better meal, and it's only $5. I mean, she's like, I'll pay for it. She started crying. I was like, oh, I felt so bad. Listen, Dawn cries, I'm out. I don't care if I caught her fucking Jay
Cheesecake
and Lou.
Factory.
If I came in and she was crying, I just missed you, and they do the show with you, and it made me think. I'd be like, it's okay, you can fuck him. You can fuck him. Yeah, she cries. I'm fucking out.
Cheesecake Factory. What was your ex-boyfriend, a king?
Her ex-boyfriend was a drug dealer. That's why I know she likes men.
When you're broke, yeah,
she
when
likes
you're
men.
broke, when you're broke and young, taking a chick out, the places you convince. We were talking about this weekend with me and Dave Smith because Dave was like, "Man, remember for my birthday, like 1 year on my birthday, you and Carla took me out to TGI Fridays, and we were all like, nice."
Yeah. Dude, Dawn used to take me out all the time. She had a job. She waited tables, and she was an esthetician at Elizabeth Grady or some shit. I don't know what that is. And so she had cash, and she lived with her mom. And she would take me out to eat all the time. Anytime we went out to eat, it was on her. I'd be like, she'd be like, want to go to eat? I'm like, I got no money. I deliver flowers. I work with retards and juvenile delinquents, and I do stand-up comedy for free. I got no money. My whole life is she's like,
you want to go have sex in front of these handicapped people? They think I'm pretty cool.
She had a lot of money. She had good cash. And then I was like, I'm moving to New York. Because somebody, I think it was Matty Frost, called me up. He saw my acting reel. And he goes, if you move to New York, I'll represent you. I want to represent you. So I moved a month later. I called Billy Burr, who was on a hit Go pilot, not a hit. And he had that apartment. I was
Is
like,
that Boston Pizza?
No, something like that. No, it wasn't Boston Pizza.
No, there was one. Like, what am I thinking of?
It was Townies. He was on Townies with Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
And he had that apartment, that shithole on 97th in Lex. And I was like, dude, let me rent it. You come back, I'll hit the couch. That way you always have a place. He's like, fine. $325 a month, cockroaches, everything. He paid $125. And we lived there, and then I called Dawn, and I said, I'm leaving. And she cried. And then she called me. She would come and visit me in New York a couple times. And then she called me. She goes, I'm moving to L.A. And I was like, oh, shit. I go, you know that's the end of us, right? You're going to meet somebody. You're going to meet some actor douche. You're gonna fall in love, and we're done. And she goes, you never know.
She's moving to L.A.
You never know.
She was moving to L.A.
She moved to L.A. with one of her friends from South Boston.
I didn't know that.
She moved to Santa Monica, Yeah, she waitress, esthetician. You know, she had that thing, and then I booked a pilot called Adrenaline Run, which was
Sounds like a show you'd watch.
it was it was on USA Network.
There you go.
It was on, yeah. It was 100%.
I could always see the trailer, Bobby and another guy lifting their sunglasses at the same time, watching a fire happen or something. Like, oh boy, looks like we gotta jump this thing on Wave Runners.
It was 100%, 100% a show I would love, dude. They took. Remember in LA, they would always have highways, the police chases from the helicopter and the.
Sure.
So they took real footage and built every episode around that. So what would happen was they'd take real, like the real news footage, and we were the adrenaline runners. So we'd be hanging out, and all of a sudden we got one, and we jump into our car.
You got the call.
And we yeah. We got one, guys.
Looks like it's time for us to go on an adrenaline run.
They're on Highway 5.
Put on your seatbelt.
Heading up to the 10. Cut in the left lane. Well, it was funny because I needed a place to stay, and I wound up staying with Dawn. She let me stay with her. Her roommate fucked her and just left and went back to Boston. So she had this lease. So I was staying with her, waiting. I remember I walked into the room, fucked up the lines, and literally grabbed the door jamb and stopped. And I went, "Can I please do that again?" And the casting director was like, "No, you did great. We got it." And the guy, the producer, Frank Lupo, who A-Team and Hunter, he created both of those shows. He goes,
Big fan of Hunter.
A-Team, come on. He goes,
Of course, A-Team, but I mean Hunter was also.
Hunter was great, yeah.
It's a quieter one that people don't talk about very much.
He goes, "No, let him do it. Most people don't want to get it right. I'm glad you want to get it right, so try to get it right." Oh, Italian fat guy, great guy. And I went in and just whacked it, nailed it. I go, if I didn't do that, I'd be repeating the lines in traffic on the 405 for the next hour.
Mm-hmm.
On the highway, 15 minutes later, I got a call from my agent. "Dude, they're making you an offer." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah,
First
dude."
thing like that?
He goes, "Yeah, that's how it happens." He goes, "Yeah, 9.5. We're up to 9.5. We're trying to get him up. I want to get him up more." And I was like, "Yeah, do that." I don't know, fuck, $9,500 on episode. And I was like, "Yeah, dude." They call me back. They're going back and forth. 15,000 an ep. They got it up to. So they have to put you. So there's 3 guys they want out of my. They have to do your contract before they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to do that before you get the part. So it kind of sucks.
It sucks.
Because you're like 15,000 an episode. And I remember I was at Dawn's place.
I had that with This Is Us. Same thing they tell you already before, which is the bummer because you're finding out like, hey, you're down to a screen test, and if you get it, it's going to be, I think it was like 25, 30 grand a week or something a week. And I was like, I don't really give a shit about acting, but that's nice. And then they were just like, they went a different direction.
You start spending the money. I was like,
head, yeah.
I was like, oh, this is, I did it. I fucking did it. I knew I would do it, and I did it. I was gonna call my mom. "I told you I shouldn't have been a hairdresser." So I was
adrenaline rusher now.
I'm an adrenaline runner. I remember I was on my knees praying. Like
Nice.
the day when I was gonna get the phone call, I got the phone call came in the middle of me praying.
Really?
Yeah, and I answered it, and they were like, "You didn't get it."
No.
And I was like, ugh. And I mean, dude, he goes, "But Frank loved you so much, they want to give you this other part. You're going to be in the cast, but you get killed in the first episode."
Okay.
It's I think it was
It's not really in the cast, but okay.
$6,000 guest starring. It was great. It's a lot of money, dude.
Of course.
And I go, great.
I'm just saying, but it's not a lot of money in comparison to what you're already spending in your head.
Yeah, dude. No
and you
way.
go, well, if I have a brown leather jacket, you're going to need a black leather jacket because it's not going to look. You can't wear brown all the time. What am I, Fonzie?
Yeah, dude.
Do you know who got the adrenaline run?
Well, what happened? I do.
Felt the run?
Well, I showed up. No, I showed up on set, and apparently the guy that was supposed to get my role was supposed to be a black guy, because all my wardrobe was hip hop. So I came out.
Hey man, what it look like, dude?
I came out. I looked like a hip hop
Hey, Soul
star.
Brother #1, dude.
They already like in the script, I guess, the wardrobe. But,
You guys ready to get jiggy with this adrenaline run?
Yeah, dude. It was all baggy.
That's
hip hop
fly.
shit.
Yeah, that's fly. That's dope. That's mad dope, dude.
I came out and I was like, "Hey, do you guys have any other stuff?" And they're like, "This is all we got." This is because it was Stu Siegel, which is USA, which is very low production, and the kid that got my part was the lead. Oh, the fucking lead adrenaline runner.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, he was the lead adrenaline. He had his own car. I was in the car with the other adrenaline runners.
You're a passenger to an adrenaline runner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it famous actor?
No, it was just some Mexican dude, good-looking guy, and we looked.
Mario Lopez.
We looked exactly alike. We both had goatees, and the makeup wardrobe said, "Okay, one of you has to shave the goatee. We can't have both guys. You look too similar." And he immediately, such an actor move. He goes, "I can't do it. I can't shave my goatee. I look way too young when I shave my goatee, so I'm not going to be able to do it." And they were like, "Okay, you." And I was like, so they gave me a mustache. So I had hip hop clothes with a mustache and a black blank baseball hat. I look like a fucking locksmith. I was so fucking dude, it was so ridiculous, my outfit. I wish we could find the footage. It was so nuts. I looked nothing like a cop.
You know what? Tell got. I picked him up to go to a gig once from set.
I look like a a white guy who was married to a black girl and had a mulatto kid. Yo, what's up? What's up, yo, what's up, guys?
Yo, what up, Bob?
Yo, what's up? What's up, yo?
I picked a tell from a set one time. He was doing a movie with Victor Vernado got some deal where he was like directing movies. Remember Victor Vernado? Black Albino, Lazy Eye?
Yes, I do know. He's been in a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah. Well,
He was in The Matrix, right?
No,
no.
Maybe the big one he did that he had the part that was very memorable was in End of Days with Schwarzenegger. He was the crazy homeless person on the train and then broke into a bunch of pieces.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
It was great.
Victor's great. But Victor was directing. He got a directing deal for
Frightening
movies.
looking.
Terrifying looking.
See him on the train, you'll fucking scream and run.
You'll scream and run. You'll hit it if he tries to talk to you.
If you nap on the train and wake up in the middle of a nap and see him sitting down, you'll fucking scream. Yes.
Yeah, he looks like a possum.
Yeah.
Boop. Yeah. Victor.
That's him.
But Victor's a sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
And but he got a deal where he was directing a couple movies, and Attell was in one, and Attell had to just commit to this look for a while. Remember when Dave grew his hair long for some reason, but he was still bald on top, Attell?
Oh yeah.
It's like Ben Franklin hair.
Oh, is that?
And then just a mustache for a while. It was so crazy looking. He just committed to that look for like 8 months or something.
At least there's a reason.
For this one movie.
Well, here's the thing with this role: a weekend to filming. I don't care now. I'm hanging out. I'm busting balls. You know, I'm a comic. I'm not an actor. So I'm just fucking around with everybody. I'm like, hey Frank, nice shirt. You know, tub of shit. You know, just joking. The head of Fox is there. Frank goes, "Come here, Bobby. Come here. Wait a minute." He just has me roast this guy, and I'm like, "Yeah, the fucking big tits and blah blah." And everybody's dying. I'm just like, anyways, nice to meet you. Great. You know how we're
killing it.
So I kill it. I go back. They don't want to kill you. They want to keep you on. They just want you to get hurt.
What's a great feeling?
You're in.
Man.
So I'm like, what? You're in. They want to keep you. Frank wants you in the series. You're going to stay on. And they went back to negotiating, and they went right back to 15. They were like, go fuck yourself. Frank came to me, goes, 9.5, no higher. Do it. Tell them yes, because we're gonna just go back to you getting killed.
Right.
And I called my agent and I go, take the offer, fuckface, because they were being dicks about it. And they took it, and I was in the cast, in it. And I was like, this is it, dude.
Where's the show?
It never got picked up.
Wait, it was one episode?
Never an
5
episode.
episodes?
It was a pilot that is fucking on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah.
That will never be seen. I actually have a reel. And I think I have a clip from it that I used on my reel for acting. If I have it, I'll.
Nice.
But I remember watching it, going, "Fuck me, dude! It was bad. It was bad."
We were mentioning those shows before. This is such a fun thing to do with you. It's such a difference between like where Dan's age was to mine and mine's is to yours. There's so many more references of things that you get from a different time. I was a big TV kid. I watched a lot of TV as a kid, as a single kid, with my single mom for a long time.
Sure.
So the wealth of shows that I know that a lot of people don't remember, Remington Steele, Heart to Heart, Simon and Simon.
Simon and Simon.
But those shows would get me through at night so much. Just like on a black and white TV, tube TV, my mom let me have in my room eventually.
Yeah.
And just late night, NBC or ABC would be those, like Remington Steele. And I didn't even like the shows. And because when you brought up Hunter earlier, I'm like, loved Hunter.
Hunter was great.
I loved Hunter so much. Fred Dreyer.
He was the TV Clint Eastwood.
And Stephanie something with a C. I feel like.
No,
Chambers?
It's not. I gotta look it up now.
I just said Chambers to.
It was Chambers.
There he is, right there. Fred Dreyer.
He played on the Minnesota Vikings.
He was the television Clint Eastwood. I mean, he was the Clint Eastwood of TV. He was cool ass motherfucker.
Yep.
Let's see.
Frank Lupo.
Stephanie Kramer.
Stephanie Kramer. Who created it? Can you go up to the creator or writer of it?
I think he was an actual football player, if I'm remembering correctly.
I just said that. He played on the Minnesota Vikings.
Does it say who created it?
No, I was looking it up.
Yeah, Fred Dreyer played on the Minnesota Vikings, apparently. It's amazing how many people fail out of football and they find a huge career. What's that? Frank Lupo.
There he is, Frank Lupo. Click on him. I want to see what he looks like. Is he dead? There he is. That guy was. He was the shit, man.
Oh, Riptide also he made.
Yeah, he did. God damn it, if that thing went, oof.
What was Stephanie Zimbalist in? Why am I remembering that name? What show was she in? That name means something to me.
I don't know.
Christine, look up Stephanie Zimbalist, please.
Is he dead? He died in 2021?
Yeah.
Fuck, that sucks.
Your guy.
My boy.
Your boy Frankie Loops. Now no one can argue that you weren't best friends.
We were best friends.
Well, not since the passing.
Well, I mean, in 2019, we had a falling out over this show idea that I had.
What was she? Remington Steele. Look at that. Look at that. What a weird memory on things. Was she hot in Remington Steele? Because she looks not good now.
Yeah.
She's my mom's age.
She looks like a shot putter now.
Yeah.
In the Olympics for Russia.
Really does. That's a thick neck.
It's a very thick neck.
Well, she sings opera with that neck. I remember her being hot.
This is why I love Psych. This is why I love stupid shows.
They bring back these people, you said.
Well, this was my TV growing up, was simple, silly, goofy shit. And that's why Psych, to me, Psych references all those shows from back in the day. And it's that type of silly, stupid stuff I like.
Simon and Simon. What was his name? What's that guy's name? Let's get that. Come on, Jacob. Me, you can do that. Gerald McRaney.
Yeah. Two fucking nerds.
And who was the guy? Who was the blonde hair guy? I don't remember him at all.
Right in Deadwood.
Really? That was the other Simon? No, yes, in Deadwood. He was great. I thought you said a name.
So good. He came in. He was the bad guy, the second bad guy, right?
He was Hearst.
He was Hearst.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, what a great show that was.
Died off quick.
What did?
It did?
Deadwood.
No.
Deadwood never got bad.
The movie
it got bad. It just died. I just killed it. They just
they wouldn't. Yeah.
They just got rid of it.
3 seasons.
And that movie did nothing for me.
Movie sucked.
It came on it was far too late, and they had to do too much recapping.
Yeah.
Too much.
So it was a victim of.
But what's his name? Oliphant.
Are you watching Justified in the City now?
Yes.
I want to.
Is it good?
It's not as good as Justified.
Was the original really good?
Justified was. I love Justified.
Walton Goggins is in it, right?
Yeah.
We're watching Vice Principals now. We did Righteous Gemstones. Now we're going back to Vice Principals. He's great.
Yeah. So
who is it?
He used to live a couple blocks from us in the East Village. We'd see him all the time. Walton Goggins, big teeth. You could bring him up, Christine. The big teeth guy. He's almost like effeminate seeming sort of.
Well, what else was he in?
You Justified.
Oh, this guy, yeah. No, he's
a lot of stuff.
in Justified. He was the best thing in Justified.
He played a trans woman in Sons of Anarchy. And
he was great in Sons of Anarchy. That's right.
He is so good. Is he gay? No, he's not gay.
Probably not. But he's a Hollywood guy like that. It's like Christopher Maloney from SVU. Like I saw him at Stand Up New York one time wearing a belly shirt, literally.
No,
and you're like,
he's not gay. He's got a fan.
A belly shirt. I swear to God, Christopher Maloney was wearing a shirt that showed his stomach and in the back came low, but it was like the outfit. And
He's got a wife, Jay.
Okay, I'm just saying he's one of them guys. He's awesome. I love Christopher Maloney in pretty much anything he's ever done.
You ever see him run?
Yeah.
He can't run. He runs like...
he's got the Seagal. Steven Seagal, he's got like the straight up back, like stick up his ass run.
Yeah, Walter's great, and he's got all those teeth are fake, and that hair is all fake. Everything about him is fake, but he pulls it off really good.
His teeth are crazy.
His teeth are great. I mean, they're great. Fucking great.
He's so Righteous Gemstones.
He's got
Baby
no
Billy,
eyebrows though. No eyebrows.
Baby Billy is one of the funniest characters in the show.
No eyebrows freaks me out a little bit.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Righteous Gemstones a funny show, man.
So great.
It's so funny.
I don't know if it's coming back, but man, it ended
is.
on a high.
I didn't see
It's
it.
coming back. It's picked up.
See it.
Yeah.
It's picked up for season 4.
I didn't see that. I only saw one episode
This
so far.
was the best season, I think.
I think the season, what was it, last season when they ran over the guy in the parking lot? they just fucking ran.
It was so violent.
They backed up and they lived.
And they all
which was
lived.
Fucking nuts. I mean,
He hit the girl and the guy, ran him over twice, and they both lived.
But my favorite part was when they threw the girl down the hill and they were like, all right, let's go. And they heard, and they're like, fuck. That was great. What a great show.
But he's Walton Goggins, man. He hasn't gotten the lead in anything yet. He's always the other guy. He was a pretty big part of Hateful Eight, right?
He was big in Hateful Eight.
But
big.
Perfect character actor, man. He comes in and just is an assassin.
Yeah.
Whatever he does, he just kills it.
He's great. I want to see him in a Western again. I want to see him in like a badass Western.
What's the son's name? Look it up again because it's so funny. When he walks, you saw the season, there's something where he walks in with his baby and they're admitting to something.
Yeah.
He's like, well, now only 3 people know. He's like, well, 4. You said it in front of young, what's his name? Forget the kid's name. Is so funny.
I wonder if they improv
They just keep
on
having
this show.
sons with like a 19-year-old girl.
I wonder if they improv on this show or if everything is written.
Oh, come on. It's not who plays him. It's like the baby's name. There we go. Lionel.
Lionel?
Yes. He goes, well, now you also said in front of Lionel. Lionel's such a great name. Lionel.
Is that it right there?
Sure.
That's the birth. The sister is the funniest on the show, though.
She's great in Vice Principals, too, so
good.
far.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
And she does a voice on one of our favorite cartoons called 10-Year-Old Tom. She's the mom. She's like a trash mom. They got a great crew. I mean, that show is, Christine was like 3 successful shows, and I think 2 seasons isn't considered successful anymore, but like, it's not bad. Vice Principals, 2 seasons. Gemstones is going on 4, and Eastbound and Down was like 7, right?
I don't think it was that much, was it?
I
don't
like
think
Eastbound and Down, but it wasn't. I think this is way better. This show's way better than Eastbound and Down.
Gemstones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think
100%.
so too. It's because they made them well-to-do people. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Like feeling bad. Again, also, and this is 4 seasons. I guess it is sort of an insult, but when I'm in the mood for Danny McBride, I can watch anything he does because he just does the same thing every time. But when you're in the mood for it, but you will get over it after a while. Like I don't know if I could do another series with Danny McBride being Danny McBride. It's always the same character.
But the fact that he surrounded himself with so many people as good as that character, the younger brother, and who's the guy?
Adam Devine.
Dude, no, Adam Devine, but the other guy they're always hinting at them fucking and being gay.
Keith.
Oh, Keith.
Keith. Let me tell you something. Is one of the fucking greatest characters.
The Satanist.
Fucking love him. He is brilliant. That guy.
Yeah, he's
hilarious,
Great.
man.
The one scene when Adam Devine is benching and Keith is spotting him, you just see his nuts.
You see his nuts. They're always on the verge of sucking each other off, and they never get there. It's almost like me and your relationship, Jay.
He massages him naked at night.
Yeah, dude.
It's great.
It's so funny that they never make him gay, but they're the gayest people in the world.
Keith.
Oh, God damn it.
They're thinking the 3rd season, they're the porn patrol where they go and just raid. They show up in a van with a bunch of religious people and they just raid porn shops and take all their dildos and porn out of there.
It's so brilliant, man. It's so great. I wonder if the church has a problem with this. I mean, nobody cares anymore.
I don't think
what
so.
the church thinks because
I'm sure there's somebody who makes a thing about like ready to make a mockery of it, but it is a mockery. Especially mega church is a mockery.
But it is funny though because the churches have no leg to stand on because they fuck too many kids. You know what I mean? There was for so long the church had a lot of power.
Oh yeah.
Then the internet happened and people came too.
Yeah.
There's also that's what it is. The internet happened, so there's also so much more people to laugh at megachurch behavior than there was before. It kind of just happened, like in the South, in the fucking woods, the backwoods. That guy Greg Locke on that documentary I watched about like the insurrection people, Reverend Greg Locke, is it? He's such. These guys couldn't be more shysters who just almost admit it in their thing. They're like, yeah, I was in jail for 16 years. I did some bad things, but then I found God and realized that people would give me $400 a ticket to come sit in a desert tent.
Dude, I used to watch Benny. I used to watch this guy because he was so entertaining, and he was just ripping people off in his sermons. It was late night, New York TV or something, and you would buy a prayer hanky. So he would have these handkerchiefs, and he'd be talking about Jesus, and he had a comb over that was outrageous. I mean, fucking outrageous. Benny something.
Benny Hinn.
Is that him? Yeah. I mean, he was my favorite.
Touch your head. Yeah, he was the one you could always see at night because he also had the magic water.
The magic water. He had the prayer hanky, and if he got really into a sermon, his hair would kind of fuck up, and his comb. But his comb over was the greatest comb over ever.
Well, late night TV had a bunch. They also had Uri Geller, which show you that you can bend a spoon with your mind and hands if you tried.
Yeah, but then they proved him wrong. Remember that?
Well, that's what I said. You could bend a spoon with your mind and hands as you go like this and slowly like push it forward. He goes, look at that. It's bending, everyone. As I bend it with my thumb, it's bending.
I will move this newspaper with my breath.
Yeah. He goes, now watch. Don't look at my mouth, though.
Bobby,
watch this pencil move.
Bring up Benny Hinn. I want to see his hair. I want to see his hairdo.
On this season of the Righteous Gemstones, they show flashbacks of them selling Y2K meals that you have to buy because the world's coming to an end.
Those, when they would play them on Howard Stern a bunch when people were selling those, do you remember? And their idea, because Howard had to find an answer for, he had to find that answer for, like, what do you do with these when you buy these giant canisters and Doomsday gets moved back and further back? And they did have an answer. They were like, and you can just put a piece of wood on top of these and it's a table. It was like all, like the base of all of your furniture would be these tubs of freeze dried fucking beef stroganoff or whatever.
I was in Union Square when it was changing over. They remember they still have it, the big clock in Union Square.
Yeah,
that was the Y2 fucking J whatever Y2K clock.
Yeah. The countdown.
And we were. I forget who was with me. It was me and other comics. We went there after sets and we were just there waiting for the world to fucking end. And it was just we were staring up. It was like click. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was like, well, you know what? The sheer fact of that clock remaining on at 00 is like, oh, didn't happen.
Nothing.
This is like everyone thought. Thought it'd stroke at midnight for some reason. Computers were going to turn on us and just all shut off.
They didn't do the calendar.
And it meant nothing.
Yeah.
It meant nothing. It goes, yeah, this is just a computer.
Yeah.
It's not really doing anything crazy.
Prince's song was fucking on fire that year, though.
Goddamn right it was.
Goddamn, that was a great song. Isn't that weird that we lived like 2000
party's over out of time.
I mean, we lived to that. That was a great year for fucking that song.
Christine, can you bring up the trailer for that thing you were just looking at, because that got me excited.
Come out
in Jesus' name. This is the Greg Locke right there.
What is
it
this?
Looks like it's his family. This guy Greg Locke is one of those pastors that screams. He's the one. He had a viral video about 3 years ago that was like, "There's witches in here. There's witches in this room." He was preaching at the insurrection, standing on top of like a van, screaming.
First of all, can I say something? I love having the stuff that's on the screen in front of me. Is like a game changer.
It's a game changer
for me. This is great.
This
why
is great for all of us.
Why is this happening?
Because of Zoom. Because I'm sharing the screen on Zoom.
I mean, can we do this all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
The future is here.
I mean, now if we get somebody in here to videotape, we'd have some clips to get it out to the people.
Well, I hear.
Wink, wink.
People will know. Please play this. Streaming worldwide in June. I need to see this.
It's a preview to Come Out in Jesus' Name.
And I promise you that's a ironic title, because these guys are not chill with gay.
I'm pretty sure all these guys used to be comedians. Greg
Locke was a prisoner who now just screams everyone's a witch and a demon.
3 of these people opened for me in Oklahoma.
Vladimir Savchuk?
Yeah, that was one.
Oh, yep. He's got a huge flock, Greg Locke.
Oh,
He's got,
yeah.
I mean, millions. They love him.
And that's his wife right there,
It
Ty
looks
Locke.
like it is, and she looks like she's a perfect priest's or screaming minister's wife.
But
Pay no taxes.
yeah,
Well, in their business, yeah.
yeah. We could start a religion right now and pay no taxes.
I wanted to start a church.
What was it going to be called?
I didn't care what the name was. I just wanted to be a church, so I didn't have to pay taxes.
Would you be the leader, and what would we have to do?
Well, I was hoping Lewis would have been the leader, but
What?
We know. They already started that church. It's called the KKK. It's been around for a long time.
They already seem to have
I got
representatives.
shot down.
Yeah. Get yourself a sheet. You're in.
Please play this trailer. Oh, Hudson Locke has to be his son.
Is it verifiable that Christians can be attacked and oppressed by demons? God used controversy.
Look, I'm on the list.
He used CNN. He used the media. He used all of it to grow a massive size platform. Controversy built our platform. 2, gender was never about the controversy. It was never about the politics. I thought it was. I thought it was about Trump. I thought it was about COVID. But God built our platform for deliverance.
He's down on the ground kissing guys' heads.
This is his wife right now.
Prophecy fulfilled before our very eyes.
I mean,
There's a kingdom of righteousness.
people are listening right now, but this is basically this crazy, not crazy. I mean, some people might think this guy's righteous.
He's not he's not righteous, but he certainly isn't crazy.
No, he's not crazy. He just believes in God, I guess.
No. This guy doesn't give a shit about God. This guy is so transparent. I'm blown away by his thing.
You don't think he believes in God?
Maybe he believes in God, but not enough to not use it as a scam.
So this is all
He's a
scam.
lifelong scam guy, almost admittedly, and he's
Really?
like, but then I turned it around, and then he's just showing you that through watching this thing, you're like, this is your new scam. He's like, I found I can make a ton of money, and he's like zero overhead. We have a tent. It's a fucking tent built up. This thing is like, it costs less than a Legion of Skanks episode.
I used to watch his bass fishing tips on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, he was really popular with that too. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say he goes. Well, the guy's not a one thing. We're the sum of our parts.
He has a cooking thing on Instagram.
When we first met him, he was chasing witches, right?
That was the first thing when he goes, "There's witches in this room, and I'll point you out."
Afraid of you, you stinking witch! You devil-worshipping Satanist witch! We cast you out in the name of Jesus
He's yelling
Christ.
and pointing at a woman in the audience. He just singles out a person and tells them they're a witch. And
I
get out.
always get scared though, Jay. What if he's right?
He's not.
What if she? But I know. But in movies, in horror movies, that guy's always right. And if you can see through the Lord's eyes, and
I'll
you
be
can
the guy.
see that
I'll be the guy in the movie with like fire and brimstone around him, and I'll be on my knees looking up, like screaming, like "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
No.
I
For
mean,
sure.
What if he's right? What if there was a witch in the crowd?
And he had to get her out.
Yeah, and he had to get her out. She
She's
was
like,
a witch.
"I'll let myself out, thank you." How did you know?
Witch!
What gave it away? My nose warts? Look at his son. You think God would help that skin, huh? That combination skin.
I know God doesn't help with acne.
Yeah. Where's God's stance on pH balance? Because this guy doesn't have it.
Yeah, and he has a hair lip too. Don't forget that.
Oh my God.
That stinks.
This guy got every bad thing God can throw at you.
Great hair though. Great hair.
It's not bad hair.
He's got great hair. His dad's not evil. You don't know that yet. What
I
if
do.
that was a witch? What if he's righteous?
He's evil.
Look, you're looking at me like a witch.
Oh,
Maybe you're a
Christine
witch.
might be a witch.
Yeah, she might be a witch.
Yeah, you know, it's starting to take my mind that Christine's saying, because you said he was evil. I go, I do think he's evil, but I had to give that a second thought. Christine's just saying it based on his exorcism of witches.
Yes. Yeah.
Which makes me
And
think
his
Christine.
duping of millions of people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you would say. That's what a witch would say.
Maybe Christine is a witch.
Maybe.
She's into Wiccan things.
She has witch hair.
I do think I would have been burned.
How do witches snore at night? Because Christine woofs.
Yeah.
Is
did
that
you-
a witch
I,
thing?
I actually recorded mine. Did you record yours yet?
No, but I'll be happy to.
I have it.
Okay.
I
then-
recorded it.
we probably did it earlier this week.
I had to fix the window in the ceiling, the sunroof. I had to fix it because of her snoring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
She shattered it.
She shattered. No, she shook the rivets loose.
I think
dude.
Christine's going to win.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think so, dude. My Dawn's made me angry. Like I tapped her, and then I hit her.
Yeah.
I Mike Calta.
Yeah. You give her a shiv.
I give her a shiv.
I've given Christine a good shiv.
And she
I've
wa-
also flat out just like covered her mouth and nose for a second to see if it makes a difference. Just like where you go like that and then see if it changes the rhythm. It doesn't.
Dude, my mom used to do that when I was a kid. She used to cover my nose and mouth.
Yeah?
Yeah, as a joke.
Until you would be like, I actually can't breathe?
And then she go,
Wow.
yeah.
Weird mothering.
Well, that's the 80s.
Different time.
That's the 80s.
He goes, it was a different time.
It was a different time. I have the urge, though, to do it to Max every once in a while.
Yeah.
I swear, it's a
I just do it
weird
to
urge.
Christine. This might be Christine's first time finding out about this, but sometimes I almost kill her in her sleep.
I'm going to try that with Dawn.
I go, it would be this easy.
Did
Look
you
at
saw
that.
Bobby? I just attacked you the other day.
What? Oh, you couldn't take it anymore?
Jake, can I say something, though? You know you can't. The only way to kill her is with water and fire.
That's true.
Okay.
I do, yes. She must burn.
Yeah. You have to drown her to see if she's a witch.
Yeah, I have to sacrifice her in a burn. Hey, you know, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back, everybody. It's The Bonfire.
Hey, this is Mike Vecchione, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Bobby Kelly on Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. It's The Bonfire Faction Talk, Sirius XM 103. Robert Kelly, Big J. Okerson. Yeah, Christine just flat out attacked me yesterday because I've now taken to insulting Christine's cleaning and housework through the dog. So I just go,
You talk to the dog?
yeah, I was like, I know, Dawkins, because we were getting in bed. And I go, I know, Dawkins, the bed's not made really tight or good when Mom does it, but she's just doing her best.
Oh.
She's just doing I agree with you, though. It could be better if it was tighter. And she just came over and jumped on me.
She did.
Yeah, she just tried to take me out.
Oh, really?
She tried to take me out with a grip. Turns out,
I
though,
want to fight you, and I charged him.
the dog just left the room. She's like, you guys work it out.
That is a dick move. Dawkins, I know. I
Oh,
know.
yeah. I was like, I know you don't like when the bed's all wrinkly like this, because Mommy doesn't like to put the thing in, but it's okay. I'll make the bed tomorrow, puppy.
I don't like using no toilet paper when there's no toilet paper on the roll. It's right there. You could just replace it. I know, Dawkins.
I think without speaking, me and Christine have found a good solution for a argument problem we have. I don't like toilet paper roll on the roll. I like it to be off the roll.
What?
Off the roller.
Oh, I'm an off the roller, too. I think the whole toilet paper roll thing is a fucking hoax from the 60s, 70s.
And nothing drives me worse when I'm getting my last piece of toilet paper, and because of the quickness that I ripped the thing off, it now has a long dangling piece to the floor, and then when you roll that up, it's never... It's always off center now.
Dawn likes a toilet paper holder, so it's like a stand, and you put the rolls of toilet paper on it. But that every time you take the toilet paper, it falls, and then I got to put it back on the stupid stand.
It's also out there in the stand loose and it's open to, like, it gets wet, it dries out. I don't like that either. But what we and Christine do now quietly haven't said, there's a roll of toilet paper at all times behind the toilet, like on top of the toilet tank.
That's good.
Loose.
Sure.
And one on the roll. I use the tank one, and I assume Christine pulls the one off the thing. What are you making faces about?
I mean, the one on the back of the tank's supposed to be the backup roll. I figured you were just
That's
taking...
not how I treat it.
But
I
why
thought you were
would it
just
matter?
Taking...
Doesn't matter.
Because then you have two half-used toilet papers.
What?
In the positions we want them in.
Who's ever used half a roll of toilet paper and thrown it out?
Yeah.
What?
Why is it half used? You want visually
Yes.
the
It's supposed to be a
optics.
fresh roll.
A fresh roll and a used roll. This is the one you use. That's the one we get.
That's
go
the
to after this.
replacement.
Yeah, that's nuts that you think that.
Well, it's
How
pretty,
many-
That's
it's
exactly
pretty
how
nuts.
it's supposed to work.
It's pretty nuts that that's how she feels, and also will walk around covered in dog hair for an entire day. It's weird that she draws her lines in certain spots.
Christine, I love you.
I agree.
But
with
here's the
Christine.
thing, Christine.
Yeah, Jacob agrees.
Because, but for who though? Why do you need that? That's just you two in the house. Nobody's coming in going, these fucking people. They have two half-used rolls. They use two rolls at a time. They're
I
crazy.
would judge them.
Yeah, because you're mentally ill.
I mean, it's crazy.
No,
Yeah, you're
Jacob,
crazy.
You're a batshit lunatic.
You're crazy.
It's
I don't
like
want you to
when I
fight
go
like
in,
this.
I see the stalls here when there's 5 or 6 rolls that are all being used at the same time.
That does nothing
Animals.
to me. It's being used on your asshole.
It is going
Yeah.
to be rubbed on your asshole.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to touch all those rolls.
You
I-
would-
that's why I won't go in there. But
Jacob,
Interesting.
it's literally shit paper.
It's not.
One of them is a backup.
There's no
at
back.
home.
It's all shit paper.
The other ones are in our like the cabinet,
No.
and there's 2 that are out.
If you used the one roll and then went to the backup, and you all used both of them at the same time, it's the same amount of time. The same amount of assholes will be wiped.
Is this Christine's duty?
Also, I don't think it looks now. If you're in a hotel,
Yes.
if you're in a hotel,
Yeah.
and that second roll sometimes is in like a little, like they have a little covering over it or something. And it's like the spare roll or whatever. Then I would understand. It doesn't look attractive to have a complete roll that's just not used yet sitting on the back of the toilet. It doesn't make any difference.
Hide that.
That doesn't look any better than
It looks
if
like
I'm using it.
Yeah, it looks like you're lazy that you left a roll on the back.
No. It's on a nice display from Crate and
I'm
Barrel,
sorry,
and
did
it
you just
holds.
know me? Did you just 3-know me?
She tried.
Oh my,
I didn't like it.
no.
It holds the
I didn't
wipes, which
fucking
for
like
some
that
reason
one
Jay
bit.
thinks.
I don't like triple node. I mean,
No. It's very
no.
condescending. More like condescending.
I mean, oh, gee, that's too far. I mean, it's not. I'm sorry, Christine.
No.
Oh, that's just one no.
Also, we haven't talked about
No.
this, but for
Thank
some reason you think the wipes go back vertically when I think it's very obvious that they're supposed to go back horizontally.
What?
She can make it. Christine's got to
What?
correct 7 bazillion things about her daily cleaning before I'd worry about the direction of the
Can you
wipes.
please tell me what that is again?
I'll take a picture. 'cause
It's
I
the
think you
wipes
need
going like
It
this
doesn't
on the
fit
back
in the
versus
display
going
rate.
this. You know what? I'll change that and never do it again that same way.
And you'll also not
You
use
don't
the backup roller.
No, I won't do
Toilet
that.
paper?
But then look around the house at all of the other things. There's so many other things.
If the toilet paper is out in the open, it's not backup. Backup is in a.
It's you know what it's for? It's for guests because if you're in somebody's
No.
if you're in somebody's bathroom and they're running out of toilet paper.
You do not condescend to me.
You do
No.
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 If you go to somebody's bathroom and there's not a lot of paper left on the roll.
No.
Is it nice to know there's a backup roll waiting for you?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
And one yes from Jacob.
I'm saying, number one, if the toilet paper is backup rolls are in backup positions. Okay.
I agree.
That is a backup position. The
No,
back
it's
of the
not.
I'm
tank
not
is
going to use
backup.
Jay's backup roll. Then it's not a backup anymore. I won't use it because first.
Okay. It's also sitting next to the wipes in this display she's talking about. So the wipes are used every time.
When I go to a hotel, I take the toilet paper off the roll and I
Immediately.
leave it next to the thing. I'm not doing this, reaching, and they always put it in a weird position, too close next to me.
Down here.
I put it right next to me. I boom, I wrap it. I don't want it on the roll.
Nope.
The toilet
I
paper
agree.
roll thing is stupid.
In a bathroom, and as soon as I get to a hotel,
take them off.
and the first time I go into the bathroom to go to the bathroom,
take it off.
Rolls off. It never goes back on.
Never goes back on.
I will sometimes stand it on the bar that's going across that it usually sits on the roller if that's a good spot for it.
If it is, if
I'll
not,
leave it there.
I'll find a good spot for it.
I'll find a spot.
But
We
if
have to
it-
wrap this show up.
Oh my God.
This really got away from us.
This got away from us, guys. That is a great show. Make sure you check us out this weekend. Hope you enjoyed the show this week.
I'll
I'm
be in
Robert
Tulsa.
Kelly. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. No, you go. Hey,
But you're saying this weekend. I hope you enjoy
I'm
this
saying
weekend.
this week. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I sure enjoyed doing the show with you, Jay.
I always love doing
And
the show with
Christine, I love you no matter where you put your stupid toilet paper.
But you're wrong.
But you're
Just want you to
definitely
know
wrong.
that.
You're wrong.
Bobby Kelly's
so
going to be
right.
in Rutherford, New Jersey, September 23rd. That's a Saturday, one night only. And then he's going to be in Skankfest in Vegas, Rochester, New York, Madison, Wisconsin, Kansas City, Kansas.
And I just added 2 shows. I added Baltimore is on my calendar right now. I got 2 shows in Baltimore, and I got a show at Stand Up Live, I believe, in Arizona, Phoenix.
Yeah.
So make sure you
Great
check
club.
that out. I love it out there. So go to robertkellylive.com. And Big J, you're going to be in Tulsa this weekend,
Tonight to Saturday.
17th through the 19th. Go check him out. After that, he'll be in what name that I never pronounced?
Dania Beach.
Danya. It's stupid.
It's Fort Lauderdale.
It's Dania.
Yeah.
Go down to Fort Lauderdale. Check him out. Indianapolis. He's going to be in Indianapolis. For tickets and all the dates, go see one of the funniest guys walking at bigjcomedy.com.
And we have to put it on there, Christine. September 1st, me and Ari Shafir doing a crowd work thing. 2 shows, one night, bitter end. Get tickets for that now also. And we will catch you guys. Oh, no, Bobby, you're not here next week.
Oh, I'm not here next week.
You
Yes.
just do something, Bobby.
What? No, dude. No.
I'm asking.
Okay, you're asking, but if I toot, I tell the truth.
After I ask.
If I toot, I tell the truth. You know that about me.
He does tell the truth.
You know I'm honorable, right?
Yeah.
And I did not toot.
Okay.
I actually
Fair
stopped
enough.
eating protein bars because I was tooting a little too much because I care about you.
Enough said.
Thank you. Love you, Jacob.
Love you all.
Love you, Lou. Congratulations, no smoking.
Thank you, buddy.
Woo!
For Black Lou.
What's up, baby?
The whole crew. Bobby was going to be out next week. I'm going to run with some guest hosts.
Yeah.
Then we're off for a week, and then we'll be back. Right? Everything will be back to normal.
We'll be back to normal, man, and we'll be going, a year straight. No
a
stop.
year straight. 0 breaks, I believe.
0 breaks.
It's crazy. It's crazy what we're about to do. But ride with us. It's the Bonfire.